Well, we're on the go with Joe this morning, and he's checking out some incredible and edible artwork.
It's at a special holiday exhibit that has opened at OMSI. Joe joins us live to tell us about gingerbread adventures. Hi, Joe.
Yeah, good morning, guys. We're back once again with Kayla from Sugar Cube Bakery in Gresham. I'm also joined by Evan with Scott Edwards Architecture. They're representing one of the 4 teams participating in Gingerbread Adventures, now in its 4th year here at OMSI. For those of you just joining us, the concept is you create these massive gingerbread and candy-covered sculptures, worlds, really, and the theme has to tie into Exquisite Creatures, which is the main featured exhibit right now here at OMSI that features all sorts of lizards and reptiles and insects, you name it. So, Evan, let's talk a little bit about kind of your role in this, because you've got Kayla, who's the baker, and she's cooking up all this stuff, and she's got to cover it and make it all look edible and tasty. You are tasked with making sure this thing actually, like, stands up and is structurally, I guess, it will work, won't fall over. So walk me through a little bit about the process of how you guys kind of brainstormed this thing and came up with what we see here.
Indeed. Well, starting at the kickoff meeting, we just got a team of bakers and architects together.
And by the way, this was like in the summertime. I mean, this was like months ago. It took months to conceive this and kind of pull this off.
Yeah, it was June, and we started sketching and putting our process together, kind of coming up with ideas. And then over a course of a couple of builds, we put the structure together, and then we brought it to the bakery in 2 pieces in cars. And they spent a couple of weeks putting everything together sort of on the base, and then we brought it here, and we put the details together.
Now, what is underneath all of this stuff that we're seeing right here? You know, you've got this giant tree, you've got this backdrop here. Like, what kind of stuff is holding this all together?
So the secret is really plywood and cardboard. These 2 structures are mostly sonotubes, so what you would like pour a deck footing out of. And there's foam, insulation foam underneath, and then some wood dowels hold up the backdrop.
And then, so, Kayla, you get this, and then you say, okay, now we've got to cover this. And I'm just looking at the details here. All these little tiny creatures. There's a couple, I mean, I don't know how many of these little miniature gingerbread shells that you made. Like, walk me through just that process. And was there ever a point where you looked at your team of bakers and you said, what are we doing? This is, we are putting way too much time, way too much detail into this thing.
Basically every day. We said that, but at the same time, it's such a labor of love. And when you're doing something that you're passionate about and that you love, you can go all out and do those teeny tiny details. And it brought everybody so much satisfaction. And I love the fact that you can stand here for probably well over 15 minutes. And
I've been here for about 3 hours, and I've been noticing things all day long. And you can check it out right here at OMSI. So Gingerbread Adventures will be here through the new year, through New Year's Day, and it's part of your museum admission. So pay your admission, come in and check it out. It's right next to Exquisite Creatures, so you can see the real thing, and then you can see the edible version. Guys, thank you so much. Beautiful work. And by the way, you can also vote for your favorite. I think these guys might be in the running this year. Well, I don't know. Let's send it back to you in the studio.
Wow, pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they had to transport that in 2 cars. My goodness.
Definitely a work of art.
Yeah.
Don't hit the bump, don't hit the curb, don't stop too fast.